What is good, my people? Today we are building a trading algorithm with ChatGPT's new GPT store. So OpenAI just released the ChatGPT store, and we're going to go ahead and type in Quant AI here really quickly. And we're going to use this because this is a GPT built for quants. So build me a trading backtest using the SMA. And you can see it'll be able to code that for us. It's been trained on quant stuff. And let's get to it. So you can see here, essentially what we're building today is a trading bot that will remove all of our emotions out of trading. So essentially we have a strategy, and we know that strategy works because we back tested that strategy. And that's usually where you'd want to start, right? You'd want to make sure that your strategy worked in the past, right? Of course. Have you ever been in the position where you are in a trade and essentially you whiff the trade because your emotions got in the way? Of course. Of course you have. We all have. We've been there. We've all been there. It's hard to know, which way to take a trade. I know you have all these technical indicators, but the markets move fast. So I'm actually building a bot that it doesn't matter which way the market moves. It can go up or down, and we are still going to be profitable because we're actually building a arbitrage bot today. So wouldn't that be nice if you could just know for a fact that, hey, this is going to be a profitable trading strategy because we're actually trading long and short? That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? Of course. We all know that trading based off our emotions can lead to a lot of losses, right? So I want to show you absolutely everything here today because I believe code's a great equalizer. And I believe that if you understand exactly how to automate your trading, then you won't have to sit there in front of the screen anymore. That'd be pretty nice, right? I'm sure you've been caught in positions and you're like, dang, I wish I wasn't in this position. Has that ever happened? Of course. But that's because you're staring at the screen. See, when you have bots trading for you, you're not staring at the screen. You're spending time putting your strategy that you know works into a bot that trades for you, and you're not watching the screen, so your emotions can't get in the way. Do you see how powerful it is to remove your emotions? Okay, so this is the system. It's research trading strategies. You can research them just from your past ideas, your trading, YouTube, Google Scholar, and then you backtest them to see if they worked in the past. If they worked in the past, then they're much more likely to work in the future. And then after that, after you backtest them and make sure that they work, well, then you go ahead and you implement them into a bot that trades for 30 days with small size. Does that make sense? So you research strategies, you make sure you have a good strategy, you make sure it worked in the past by backtesting it. Backtesting is the process of seeing, hey, did this strategy work in the past? You can see that Quant AI just outputted a backtest for me. So of course it's a pretty simple backtest, but we can make it as intricate as possible, or as we want. Sometimes the most simple strategies actually do the best. Now, if you don't fix this whole like hand trading thing real quick, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble because I'm sure you've been there over and over again, right? Where it's like, dang, I shouldn't have entered that trade. So now that you know the process, research, backtest, implement, let's go ahead and use Quant AI here to build this out. So we've been working on this strategy here. And before that, I want to make sure to get a few more. I have this AI here that does this RBI process for me, which is research, backtest, and implement. It helps me with the strategy of researching, backtesting, because essentially it will watch any YouTube video. So I just put the YouTube video in there. It goes ahead and it watches the video, understands what the video is about. This guy says the mean reversion trading strategy you have been waiting for. Okay, great. Number one, you could watch that by yourself and then turn it into a strategy and then back test it. But essentially, I just have an AI down here in my Discord that does that for us. So it watches the video and then codes a back test. You can see some examples up here. Like this member put in a video, came out with a strategy, and then a back test. So pretty cool. And it has all the code here. And now for the rest of the day, I want to go ahead and finish out this statistical arbitrage algorithm. So this is just another trading strategy, you know, that we've researched, back test, and now we're implementing it into a bot. You can see here it runs, and we're working our way through it. And we're gonna go ahead and start with manage trade exits. That's what we're gonna start at. So I know I'm on level 50. So if you need me to hold your hand through this from the scratch, from the start, whether you're a coder or not, if you've never coded, I didn't code before this either. So I was able to figure it out. It was just super hard because nobody wanted to share this information because it's like the most secretive industry in the world. But I can help you with that. And inside the boot camp, it would be nice if I held your hand, right? Well, I do. So if you want short, concise videos and do you actually want to automate your trading? I mean, if you do want to automate your trading, if that's a big yes, then the bootcamp is going to show you from scratch, step by step, how to automate your trading. I've actually already told you how. You know, you research, you backtest, and implement. But this shows you the implementation of it, step by step in short, concise videos, 14 days. And then I give you all my code and all my algos, and you'll get caught up to speed where I'm at throughout this video. This video is going to be me working on something that is level 10 stuff. And if you're on level 1 or 2 or 3, let me get you up to level 10 in the bootcamp. But that's enough for now. We're going to use Quant AI throughout this. You can see this AI here that you'd get access to in the bootcamp. It actually just outputted the strategy based off of that video. And now it's going to work on the back test. So while that goes, let's go ahead and keep it moving here on the statistical arbitrage bot that we're building out. So I'm going to jump on over here to we have all of our co-integrated pairs. So I've made some past videos about what co-integrated pairs are. But we have all of that data now. And I can actually go ahead and not run this again because we already have it. So I'm going to say constants over here. Find co-integrated, false. This is true when we want to find new coints. So it took a long time to run it. It took probably like 10 minutes or so. So I'm not going to run it over and over again today. Let's go ahead and see if we can get past it and make sure that works. I might lose you here. Make sure to tap that like button. And if you have any questions, please do let me know in the chat. And let's get up to 10 likes real quick. If we get up to 10 likes, then I will stick around for the full hour today and show you absolutely everything. Because I believe code is a great equalizer. So just let me know if you want to automate your trading in the chat and I can help you out. So ChatGPT, the GPT store just opened up. I am using the paid GPT, and I just went over here to the GPT store and typed in Quant AI, and I was able to get there. You can see that the AI down here, I'm using the OpenAI assistance here, and it outputted the backtest here for that strategy. So what I can do now is essentially go into my main file, see where we are. It says it is tradable. These are the tradable markets. I think I broke this a little bit by switching my internet off real quick. By the way, I'm going to use Hyperliquid throughout this. Hyperliquid is the exchange that I've been using lately because it's kind of a double arbitrage situation where number one, I'm building an arbitrage bot, but number two, it looks like they're going to have a big airdrop. And the reason I say that is because you can see here the point section. So points usually lead to airdrops, in my opinion. Okay, so this is getting duplicates for Aave. Okay, so it's actually still doing the find. Let's make sure that I save this. No, I didn't, that's why. I was wondering why it's still running that. So essentially, we just turned off this flag that essentially says don't run anymore. But what I was saying about Hyperliquid, you can see this point section here. The more you trade, the more points you get. So I want to make sure to get you the link so you can sign up for Hyperliquid if you'd like. I think it's probably the best move you can make if you are trading, because essentially the more you trade there, the more points you get, and the more points you get, probably going to be a bigger airdrop. So that's why I'm using Hyperliquid for the time being. And we're also building this arbitrage bot. So this is pretty dope. So you can see it's running. Perfect. While this is running, let's go ahead and get another strategy that our AI can code out. So I just throw it in here, and then the AI will watch the video, understand what the strategy is, and then code the backtest. So you can see it outputted a strategy based off of this video here, and then it coded the backtest. So you can see this is the strategy. Pretty neat, right? You can see how useful this would be in your trading. You can code backtest and see if your strategy actually works, or figure out more strategies here by going to YouTube and papers and whatnot. Okay, so you can see that flag worked now. So now we need to work on the manage exits. By the way, you get access to all the AI in the bootcamp. The bootcamp gives you access to all of my code. So let's go back over here to the Quant AI, ChatGPT, and let's make this green here so you can see it a little better. Okay, there we go. But I want to make sure this is still there so you can read it. Just because this is the strategy on how to automate your trading. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on our manage exits. And how do we manage exits? Well, I'm going to delete that for now. Manage exits, and we'll pass in the client. So we're building this based off of DYDX1, so we have some things to change here. And essentially, manage exits here is coming from this file here. And it looks like we need to open positions and manage exits. So let's start with open positions. So func entry pairs. We need to make sure we have a func entry pairs. We do. And you can see there's no code there. So we're going to code this out step by step. I'm going to show you absolutely everything if you go ahead and get to the 10 likes real quick. And yeah, it should be a good day. Cypros, how are you? It's good to see you here. Cypros had a question. I have one question. You have all the pairs manually inserted? No, they're all algorithmically. So everything I do is through algorithms and or programmatically. You can see this AI just outputted the strategy. It's going to work on the backtest now. So I want to go ahead and start coding out this func entry pairs. And there's a lot actually here we need to do. So we need to say from constants import constants 2 actually, import Z score USD per trade and USD min collateral, and then from func utils import format number. From func public, import get candles recent. From func co-integration, import calculate z-scores. From func private, import is open positions. From func, actually we're not gonna do that one. Say import pandas as PD. Import JSON. From pprint, import pprint. Okay, so now we need to check our open positions. So how are we gonna do this? Well, I'm just gonna start writing this by hand because I'm looking based off of a dydx bot, but that is gonna be different. So open positions, pass in the client. So this goes ahead. Manage, or it finds triggers for trade entry, and it stores trades for managing, later for exits. Okay, and then we need to load the co-integrated pairs. So we have the co-integrated pairs right here. Copy relative path. I'm gonna say df equals pd.read csv. Okay. And then we're gonna say what do we need to do here? We need to get markets. I think we should run this code here and see what this gets, because we're doing this for a different exchange. So shout out to Crypto Wizard and his course, because we built this I learned a lot of this from his course, and I'll make sure to show you his course here in a second. But this was for dydx, so I can't show you all the code, but I want to be able to move it over here to Hyperliquid, which is the challenge that we're undertaking today. So I'm gonna say open positions run. I'm gonna run open positions. We have to pass in. What do we have to pass in the client? So where is the client? I think it's in connection. Yes. So client equals that. So where were we? We were in co-integrated pairs. No. We were in private. No. We were in entry pairs. So I need to run this because I got to figure out how this works, because essentially this is we're adapting it, right? So it's going to take some time, but it's great because if we can get an arbitrage working on Hyperliquid, then we get unlimited points, and unlimited points will lead to unlimited airdrop. So make sure to use that link in the description. Say from func connections, import that. And then client equals that. And then I can run this, I believe. And then we're going to print out the markets because we had to figure out how that looks. Okay, perfect. Well, this gets all the markets. Perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna just put this note here, or as a note, and let's get up to those 10 likes real quick, and I'll show you absolutely everything to do. So these are the markets. That's how the market is set up, at least. Wow. I use triple or doubles. Okay, there we go. So that's how the markets are set up. Then the bot agents. I don't need that. Opening the JSON file. I don't think I need this actually. So you can see func bot agent. Let's just go ahead and look at that real quick, because I believe this is just the oh, never mind. We're gonna need to do all this. Yes, we are. Okay, that's fine. It's just a little bit more work, but that's okay. So I'm gonna say func bot agent. I need to make that file as well. So here in co-integrated, I need to import that. All right, not co-integrated, sorry, entry pairs. Put it up here. From func bot agent, import bot agent. So we need to build the bot agent out as well. Wow, this is a lot of market data. I'm gonna delete some of it because I think we got the gist. Perfect. So we need to initialize the bot agent here. So let's do that. Bot initialize bot agent. And we might as well just make everything the same, right? So I'm just gonna copy paste some of this. That'll make it a little easier. We don't have the bot agent.json. So I like how they're setting this up actually. Keith asked, how often will you have to run the co-integrated pairs? Hourly, since that's the time frame. So you will have to reload the updated co-integrated pairs file. Yeah, I'll probably do it hourly or so. Not there yet, but yeah. And this is my GPT I built. So you can just type in Quant AI. You can see it by Munda. And we're going to use it as much as possible throughout this, or as much as needed. So we need to find the z-score, get candles data, get candles z-score, create a bot agent. Okay. So I think we need to kind of work on the bot agent part now, because I can't really debug this until we have the bot agent there. So just throw this code in there for now. It's not going to work perfectly because, again, we're building this for a different exchange. But I'm going to try to make it work as closely as possible. All right, let's just get these all this lined up here. We're gonna have to do a lot of changing because this is, again, for a different exchange, but that's okay. I should do this differently, just make it a little slower here because I don't want to mess this up. So first things first, we need to make sure that is over. Okay, so for iter rows, boom, gotcha. Bring that over, bring this over. Then if length, spread, okay. And then this stuff should be here on the same as the z-score. And this should be a little past that. Okay. And then this should be, determine the side here. It's all going to be lined up, so it's a little easier to copy paste when you're lining things up pre. There we go. And then this should be also lined up with that. Okay. And then this should be, this is going to be different, but we'll change it later. Because right now we're going to have to build the other stuff, the agent, the bot agent. So go ahead and tap that like button and I'll show you absolutely everything to the break. Bot agent, that looks good. This will look better here. And we need to import that bot agent, which we have not yet. Then we have our open trades. And then if failed, put this stuff in. Should be lined up with the bot open dictionary. Okay, pass, continue over bot agent. This stuff should be over a little bit. Perfect. And then this should be, looks like one tab over, like that. And if print, if length, bot agent, that looks good. Looks good. Perfect. And then did we put this out here? I think I put that there. Yeah, I put that there. Okay, so perfect. So we got all this stuff in there, but the problem is that we don't have the bot created yet. What's going on there? Let's make sure all this looks great. That break doesn't work either. We'll come back to it. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna work on the funkbot agent. So let's do that. Funkbot agent .csv, not .csv, .py. And then let's go to that funkbot agent here. See what we need to do. We need to import this stuff. And again, this is all gonna be custom because we've got to build it for a new exchange. And you know, it's cool it's on DYDX, but it's gonna be even better when it's not. Hey Val, how you doing? Dan Tudor says, "Did you answer my question?" Yeah, I did. I published it. You can actually answer that too. It's Quant AI. You can see Moondev there. Dan says he wants to stay live. Thanks for coming through, bro. All right, let's light this up to 20 likes though. We're so close, so close. If we get to 20, I'll stay for the whole hour. I'll show you absolutely everything. All right, let's keep going through this code here and figure out what we need to make. So we need to make a class bot agent, and this guy agent for managing, opening, and checking trades. And then we have to go say def init. And then we'll pass in all of this stuff, self, client, and we might not use client actually, but we'll come back to that. Market 1, and I changed it to symbol 1. Symbol 1, symbol 2, base size, base price, quote side, quote size, quote price, accept failsafe base price, and then we'll pass in the z-score, pass in the half-life, and pass in the hedge ratio. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and initialize variables. Remember these details inside robot so it knows what to do. Okay, self.client equals client, and again we might be removing client. Self.symbol 1 equals symbol 1. Self.symbol 2 equals symbol 2. Self.base side equals base side. Self.base size equals base size. Self.base price equals base price. Self.quote size equals quote size. Self.quote price equals quote price. Self.accept failsafe base price equals accept failsafe base price. Self.z-score equals z-score, and self.half-life equals half-life. Self.hedge ratio equals hedge ratio. Okay. And then build bots notebook to remember stuff. Okay, so we'll say self.order dictionary equals symbol 1 equals symbol 1, symbol 2 equals symbol 2, hedge ratio equals the hedge ratio, z-score equals the z-score, and half-life equals the half-life, and order ID M2, which would actually be S1. I'm just gonna say M1. Keep it consistent. I'm gonna call it S1 because I changed it. Keep it consistent, keep it consistent. S1. Smash that like button. Let's get up to 20 likes, B. I'm gonna show you absolutely everything today. Order ID S2 equals that. And then order order ID S1, order S1 size equals base size, order S1 side equals base side, order time S1, track that, and then we're going to do the same thing here for the symbol 2. So I'm going to be a lazy bazy and just do a little doop-de-doop. Boom. Just make sure I got to change all these. 2, 2, 2, and 2. And this will be quote size this time. Quote size. This will be quote side. And then we'll go ahead and say pair status. Pair status equals whatever the status is. And then if we want comments. Okay. And then put a comma here. Sweet. Now inside this class, so we made this class up here. We want to check the order status by ID. But we might change this. I'm going to write it anyways because how do we want to do this? We're going to do this one differently. So I'm going to just do it. Def check order status by ID. I don't think I'm going to use ID though. Self and order ID. Okay. And since I'm probably not going to use this stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this code in. Probably going to do this a different way. Probably going to do this a different way. So come back to it. Just put pass for now. Now we want to open trades. Def open trades. Passing self with all that data. Print dash print f dot self dot symbol. Oops. Self dot symbol 1. Placing first order. Print f side equals self dot base side size self dot base size price self dot base price. I see we don't have AI working on any back tests right now, so let's get it working. Essentially, this AI will watch any YouTube video and come up with the strategy that was talked about in the YouTube video. And then it will code the back test for us. So you can see here, watch this video right here. Wins 9 out of 10 times, mean reversion. It writes the whole strategy out based on the video. And then it sends it to his homie that codes the back test for us. So it's pretty great. So I want to keep this running as I run. This is in my Discord. So if you want access to that, you can join the bootcamp. The bootcamp is pretty much free. And yeah, we're going to keep on rolling here. So we're going to place the order, place base order. We're going to put the order in differently. So place base order. What I want to do here is I want to get my nice funks in here. So I've got this file called nice funks. Just gotta find it. Wonder where it's at. Oh, it's right here. Sick. You can see this. So this is my nice funks file. I'm just gonna copy it over actually. Copy. Actually, I don't think I can do that. You gotta drag it. All right. Now nice funks is in there. These are a bunch of functions that that essentially just help me out. Like I've already built a bunch for Hyperliquid. So I'm using Hyperliquid because this is a double arbitrage. We're building a statistical arbitrage bot, but you can see in the top right here, points section, and points usually lead to airdrops. So I'm trying to qualify as many points as possible. That's why I'm building an arbitrage bot that can work with my market maker and all that good stuff. So yeah, the more volume you trade, the more points you get. So that's why I shared that link here in the description and also the chat. So it's in the description and also the chat here. I'll put it in the chat again if you want to get that airdrop, qualify for points and all that good stuff. Essentially, the more you trade, the more points you get, and you get a big discount on fees here with that link. And if we get up to 20 likes, I'll stay around and show you absolutely everything. We're building this double arbitrage bot today. So it's a trading algorithm, and this is how you build trading algorithms step by step. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the agent, and we need to place the base order. So do that here in a second. I just want to make sure everything else is complete. This nice func, so I can put that back to where it was. This can go there. Visual Studio Code. Oh, it's because I just moved that. Oh, funkbot agent. Okay, here we go. So we're Gucci. And you can see the AI just outputted a backtest. That's awesome. So every time that's done, I want to put a new one in there because this is just more and more backtests. The more backtests we have that are profitable, the better results we're going to have as algorithmic traders. So this AI will watch the video, create the strategy, and code the backtest. So we want to place base order, okay? And then we want to store the order ID, possibly. Store order ID, okay? And this is how they do it. So I'll just put it here. It's gonna be way different is the thing, but it's okay. We're just gonna have it here for now. Under a try block, place base order. It's gonna put some errors in here. Base order equals hi. Okay. And we store the order ID here. Except then we want to go ahead and make sure the order is live before processing. Pretty much is it filled. So we're gonna have to build that out. What's going on with this error here? Try, except let's just say check order status. I wonder why that's not working. It's okay, it just doesn't really matter right now. All that matters is that you tap that like button and you keep us going. Keep us going today. The more you tap the Lizzie, the more we go. So I want to go ahead and ask Quant AI, why am I getting an error here? Why am I getting an error here? Oh, I see. It's this right here. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Quant. And let's keep it going. So we're gonna have to fill out a lot of different code. But the good thing is that I have that nice funcs file. So we place our base order and make sure the order is live, and then you see the AI just outputted a new backtest. Awesome. Print status of first order, then move to second order. So we're gonna go long and short, remember? So, and I might want to, since I'm doing this using limit orders, maybe place both at the same time. So we're using this. I just want to make sure to give a shout out. Udemy, Stat Arb. There's a great, Sean made a good course on statistical arbitrage for DYDX, and you can see it's not too expensive. 129 Mexico dollars, which is like 10 bucks or something. And this is for DYDX. This is not an ad for this. It's just the code that I'm kind of using as the starter code here. And then I'm adapting it and making it better. It's really great. It's really great. I don't want to take anything away from it, but you know, it's a course. So of course it's just the base code, and then you have to kind of build on top of it. And we're building out for Hyperliquid, but I want to make sure to give a shout out to him because a lot of this code's coming from there, and a lot of the thought process is coming from there, which is probably even more important. So he's a genius. Make sure to go check him out on YouTube as well. This is not an ad. I have no affiliation with him. Crypto Wizards. It's just, you know, I'm here showing you what I'm doing every single day. And if I'm building based off somebody else's stuff, I want to make sure to give that somebody else a shout out. So it's not an ad, but this guy is really smart. Crypto Wizards on YouTube, and his Udemy is like 10 bucks to get all of this code. But yeah, I'll keep making sure to go back there because this is some intricate stuff that is super helpful to look at in order to get this done. Let's go here and say insurance. Okay, we're print status, place quote order. Okay, so now we want to place quote order symbol 2. And then we want to do, make sure it's filled. Make sure it's filled. All right, perfect. And we'll come back to this other stuff because we actually have to do a lot of new stuff here. So just want to make sure all the files are set up, and then we can go one by one. I think that's pretty much it though. Yeah. Okay, so that's looking good. Scroll through the market here and see what's going on. BTC ETF got approved, so that's awesome. Ethereum is kind of flying based off of it. Solana, I like looking at the meme coins sometimes based off of Sol. Wow, so this is flying 80% today. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. And right. So what I want to do is I want to get a drink of water because I think we've been here for like an hour or so. I'll kick it. I'll probably do 2 full hours today if you smash that like button. Let's get up to 20 likes here. I'm gonna show you absolutely everything today. Keith asks, "Is there a problem placing two limit orders at the same time if one gets filled, the other doesn't?" Yeah, it could be a problem, but I'm just giving you the baseline here, and one could get filled. One could get filled without the other for sure, but I think that it's gonna be worth it because I can have another bot run in, or I can have it check if one's filled and the other's taking too long, then I can kill the other one. I think there's a lot of pieces of this you can push back on, and that's good because you can build your bot however you want to. I'm trying to utilize the credit here on Hyperliquid. They pay you to use limit orders. You get paid 0.025, so that's my personal strategy, but it'll be super easy for you or anybody else to change it to market orders, and that works as well. But that's why I love sharing this stuff, is because Keith, you think differently than I do, and that's obviously a valid point there, and it's something that obviously I think about. But the way I'm gonna approach this is I'm gonna set limit orders, and then if it takes over like a minute to fill, I might hit it with a market order. So ideally we get limit orders in because you get paid on limit orders. But then if it takes too long, okay, hit it with a market order or close the other side. You see what I'm saying? So there's going to be a little bit of time risk there, in my opinion. And yes, there might be a side open without the other side open. But I want to start with that approach because then I can take advantage of the payment I get from Hyperliquid every time I trade. And if that just totally fails, then I can just easily switch to market orders, and that eradicates that problem. But really, really good point. And yeah, that's why I share this stuff, because everybody thinks a little bit differently. Everybody is able to poke holes through things their own way. And yeah, I love this, and I love this community. Thank you so much, Keith, for coming back every single day and providing so much value to the community. I'm going to go grab some water and some coffee, and then I'll be right back. Run us up to the 20 likes while I'm gone. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so this is how you automate your trading step by step. And I'm showing you everything here in this video, but I'm on level 10, right? So in order to automate your trading, you got to research trading strategies step by step. And you can use Quant AI, which is a quant built AI. I built it. So it's essentially trained on quantitative stuff, back testing, all that good stuff. You can say things like, hey, build me a back test. Build me a back test. And then it builds a back test for you. Things like that. Anyways, to automate your trading, you have to find a good strategy. So how do you find a good strategy? Search on YouTube, search on Google Scholar for these papers and stuff. And then if it works in the past, it's much more likely to work in the future. So that's how you do it. And then you implement it into a bot. You build a trading bot. Doesn't matter if you don't know how to code, because I didn't know how to code either. And you can figure it out. I hold your hand through how to code in this bootcamp and how to build automated trading systems step by step. I give you 7 algos for when you join, and you get full support. So we're there holding your hand through the whole process, even if you don't know how to code. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to keep using this here, and let's close that. Let's go ahead and keep on coding this out, because we got a lot to get done. We're building the statistical arbitrage bot here for Hyperliquid, and the reason I'm using Hyperliquid is because if you see in the top right here, it says points, and what do points mean? Well, that usually means airdrop is coming. So the more we trade, the more points we get. And if you use that link in the description or the chat, you'll actually have access to it. So we're going to continue automating our trading here. Remember, the process of automating your trading is research trading strategies, backtest those strategies, and then implement them into bots for 30 days to see if they're profitable in the future. As long as they're profitable in the past, then we can test to see if they're profitable in the future. So you can see there's some volatility here. Looks like let's see what's going on here with BTC, a little bit of a pullback. And we had that ETF approval yesterday, so this might pull back a bit, but we'll see what happens. I have algorithms trading it, so I don't have to worry about it. Wouldn't you want to get to a place where you have algos trading for you? Of course, you don't have to worry about your emotion. I'm using Quant AI here, so you just type in Quant AI in the GPT store, you can get access to it. And we're building out this statistical arbitrage algorithm, because this pretty much allows us to be profitable in sideways markets, upwards markets, or downwards markets. And I'm using Hyperliquid because if you see up here in the top right, the points, that means there's an airdrop coming up, in my opinion. So I'll make sure that that link is in the description, but it actually already should be in the description if you want to just grab it. And I'll also put it in the chat here. My stream fell off earlier. Welcome back. Let's get this up to 10 likes real quick. And yeah, let's get this up to 10 likes and we'll keep this moving. So essentially we're automating our trading here, and we're doing step by step through this Hyperliquid. All right, so we got the bot agent done. So let's go func bot agent here, func bot agent, let's hit save. And let's make sure that all of this is saved on my computer as well. And if you get us to 10 likes, I'm gonna show you absolutely everything, kick it for probably a full hour here and show you everything. So what else do we need to do? So we need to get our bot agent working. So let's go ahead and put in our README here. To do finish bot func bot agent to put in orders. And then we need to finish the func entry pairs. Finish func entry pairs. And then what else do we need to do? We need to func exit pairs. Finish func exit pairs. Okay. And then, are we done? Open positions. Yeah. So we just have 3 more files to do, or actually like 1.5 files. Let's go ahead and go to func exit pairs. See what we need to do here. Let's go ahead and say func exit pairs.py. So I'm using a lot of the DYDX bot code here, which is like $10. Sean, who's the crypto wizard, he's really, really smart. I found this on Udemy. So I'm using a lot of this code here, but I'm adapting it and changing it entirely. So this is like the base code. If you want to go ahead and get the base code, it's $10. It's not an ad, it's just what I'm using. So I want to be transparent about that and, you know, show love to the community, because this is a really great community and Sean is a really, really smart guy. Good morning, Ingrid. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Some mad volatility today with the ETF. Be careful with leverage. Be careful. So let's look at this func exit pairs here and see what we need to do. We got to import all this stuff. So I'm going to just import it from constants to import close at z-score cross from func utils, import format number from func public, import get candles recent from func co-integration, import calculate z-score from func private, import place market order. Oh, it's actually, what is our order? Do we have that yet? Yeah, it's limit order. Oh, sweet. So we already got that set up. Perfect, perfect. Forgot that we did that. So it'd be limit order, limit. Come on, buddy. Is my computer doing the same thing it did the other day? Just keeps killing these streams? Yeah, it is. Probably not gonna work. The stream's probably over by now, huh? We still here? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Looks like my computer's on overload again. It's the streaming with the VPN on, I think. Dang. Yeah, it's my internet. I'm using a VPN because, for obvious reasons. But yeah, my internet keeps dropping on me. So I apologize if we lose this stream again. But We just did. Cool. Well, I'll just keep making this then. I'm just gonna not stream it, and we'll record it. So regardless, I'll get this to you. And maybe you're watching the premiere right now. If you are watching the premiere, light up the likes. Let's say func private limit order. Okay. Okay. And then we want to go ahead here, and I probably need to change this. Well, we need a func private limit order here to bring that into entry pairs as well. Oh, maybe not. Func exit pairs. Limit order. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this going here, and smash that like button so we get up to 10 likes ASAP, or 20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes. And I'm just gonna keep coding this out because func exit pairs, import JSON. I was just thinking like, oh man, should I try to go live again? But whatever, I'm not gonna, because my computer just can't handle it right now. I don't know what's going on. Say def manage exit or trade exits, trade exits, and we'll pass in the client, but I don't think we need to. We need to pass something else in. And then we're gonna manage exiting open positions based on criteria and constants. 2. So it looks like a huge volume bar right there. I'm looking at the 5-minute though. So let's look at the hourly. Not as big of a volume bar. This is a pretty big volume bar, the 15-minute. It's not huge. I think there was a lot of liquidations though. Coin glass. Liquidations. Oh, not a lot. That's cool. Just when there's a lot of volume like that, usually indicates that liquidation. Let's hit save. Output equals that. Let's open the JSON file. Open JSON file. Try equals open. Positions file equals open. Bot agents dot JSON. And then open positions dictionary equals JSON dot load, and then open positions file, and we'll say accept, return complete. If length of open positions dictionary is under 1, then return complete. And then we want to get all open positions for the trading. To do, because we have to do this in a certain way. So let's just do it. Exchange positions equals get positions here, then all positions equals exchange positions, which I spelled wrong. Tap into the above dictionary. So to do. So I'm just putting it in as a string. So markets live. And we'll say symbols. Symbols live equals empty. And then for P and all positions, markets symbols live dot append P, and then it's going to be symbol. I needed to do this as well, so we're gonna have to change a lot here, which is good, but we're just getting all this starter code set up because then we can alter it how it's needed. And I think we'll do that here. Yeah, we're gonna get as much done as we can right now. Really curious to see how the first day of Bitcoin ETF works out for the market. Curious to see if it's going to be the inflow everybody talked about, but we'll see. I think there should be a lot of inflow, but I'm not trying to bet on it, so I just have my algos trade it for me. All right, so let's keep moving through here. Let's put a little time not to sleep. .5 seconds. And to say for position in open positions dictionary. Spelled that wrong. Is close equals false position symbol S1 equals position symbol 1 position. I need to start spelling things correctly. Position symbol 1 position size S1 equals position order S1 size, and then this will be position side M1 equals position order S1 side. So this will be for get info Get info for symbol 1. Get info for symbol 2. So we're going to do all the same things pretty much. But we need to change all of these to 2, 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 2, 2, 2. Okay. So that looks good. Let's have our AI code another backtest here while we're working on this. Just gonna go through proof Williams, mean reversion, paste it in there. And then that's going to go ahead and watch the video, come up with the strategy, and then come up with the backtest. Which is dope. Dopey dope dope. Let's keep coding. Let's protect the API a little bit. Time.sleep 0.5. Get the order info for symbol 1 for the exchange. We need to get this stuff. Order S1 equals to do. Order market S1 equals to do. I guess I could just put pass, yeah? Order size S1 equals, can you use pass there? No. To do. Order side S1 equals to do. All right. And then we'll say time.sleep 0.5. Keep this moving. And we'll say all the, I'm gonna put a to do here. We got a bunch of to-dos, to be honest. So you can see that AI just outputted the first strategy or another strategy. It's been outputting them all morning, which is awesome. Let's do the same thing for S2. So symbol 2. S2. Okay. We'll figure all that out later because remember this is a different market. So this is looking good. Then we need to pull in this data here. This code. Damn. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. These should be S's. Position symbol should be symbol. I can't remember. Yeah, market. Order equals order market. Oh my goodness. should be symbol. This should be symbol as well. Symbol, symbol, symbol. So order symbol 1. Position size N1. And order size M1. S1. Position side, these should be S's. S2. We're using S's, S1 and S2. There you go. So that looks good. Now, oh, this should be side. Order side. All right. Check S1. Check S2. Okay, so now we're going to say position symbol S2. Order symbol S2. Position size S2. Order size S2. Position side S2, and then order side S2. Sweet. Nice. So check position market M1. Position market M1. Position symbol S1. And then market's live, symbol's live. And then position market M2. Position symbol M2. S2. Sorry. And then market's live or symbol's live. All right, that was a tough one actually. And let's just pull in all of this code here. We're gonna have to change this up quite a bit. Check M1, check S1, check S2. Position symbol S1. I should have just kept it as market. Dang. It's all good. Would have been easier, but we don't need easy. Position symbol S1. Symbol to S2. Okay, this is a big to do here. To do. Get tick size. I think we have that in our nice funks, which is nice. That's why they're called nice funks. We call them nice funks because they're nice to have. So we have a function file that will essentially do that for us. which is nice. That's why we call it nice. So we call things nice if they're nice and not if they're not. How about that? What a world we live in. What a world. All right. So what else do we need to do here? We need to close that trigger at z-score cross. Okay, let's do that. Just gonna paste this code in here. So I'm being lazy right now. Bring this over one more. Initialize hedge ratio, perfect, perfect. Series 1, z-score current, perfect, perfect. This should be with the if, perfect, perfect. This is that, perfect. All right, this looks Gucci. So from here, this is, okay, I like this right here. Shout out to Sean. Go get this course. If you are not already in this, it's $10. It's $10. Go get it. This is not an ad. This is just what I'm building based off of statistical arbitrage bot. And I want to make sure that you have access to it. So
start talking to yourself, saying, "Man, my knee is really sore right now. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I need to back off. Man, my lungs are burning. Maybe I can just slow down here. I'll do like an extra 2 sets tomorrow. It'll be okay." Right? That sort of stuff. Like that stuff's dangerous. And that's you just gotta say, you know what?
I'm not negotiating.
The deal was already made. Deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, "This is the training plan I'm doing," I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. Throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, "Man,
I think I need to.
Nope. This is non-negotiable." You're out running on the track, working out, and you start talking to yourself, saying, "Man, my knee is really sore right now. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I need to back off. Man, my lungs are burning. Maybe I can just slow down here. I'll do like an extra 2 sets tomorrow. It'll be okay." Right? That sort of stuff. Like that stuff's dangerous.
Dangerous,
And that's you just gotta say, you know what?
It's dangerous, dude. It's dangerous. You know what? I'm not negotiating. I think I need to not do that. I need to write it out because I'm gonna mess it up if I don't. So if close or is close, then come on, Moon. Spell right. Is close. Side S1 equals sell. If position side S1 equals sell, then side M1 or S1 equals buy. Side S2 equals sell if position side S1 S2 equals sell. Then we say side S2 equals buy. Okay. And then we're going to get in format price. Price S1 equals float. I'm not going to write all this out because I'm a lazy mofo. Price S1, price S2 price S1, price S2, side S1. I should have kept it with market. Would have made this way easier, but that's okay. I just like the word symbol better than market, but this has caused me a little bit of a headache changing all of this code over. You can get this full code in Sean's course here on Udemy. So go check that out because he's a great guy and he's smart and he's much smarter than I. So to do, make sure our number formatter is Gucci. Gucci down to the socks B. Okay. Then we need to close the positions. And if we can't, then we're screwed. I'm just kidding. We're never screwed. We're never screwed, B. We're going to put the try right there. It needs to line up with these guys, though. Try. Position. Symbol S1. How should I do this? I guess I'll just place or limit order. Limit order. I'm gonna have to do here. Big time. To do. Update to work. Position symbol. And I know I'm on level 20 here, so if you want to learn absolutely everything from me and get all my code, I have a bootcamp. And that bootcamp shows you step by step. I hold your hand through the process of automating your trading. I know it's a little intimidating right now because I'm on level 20, but trust me, I am a regular dude and I did not know how to code before this. I was actually super scared of learning how to code until I met somebody that was like just like me, and he was trading a lot algorithmically. And I was like, okay, well, if he can do it, I can do it. So I make this YouTube channel to show you that I'm just a regular guy, and if I can do it, you can do it. So I try to pass on everything I know in order to help you automate your trading step by step. Position, size, S1. And then we're going to do symbol S1 here. Symbol S1, S2, sorry. Place, limit order. So just be a limit order for now. Position, symbol S2, side S2, size S2. Holy smokes, look at this. We're flying here on the BTC ETF approval. Looks like pre-market's about to happen here. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with Coinbase. It's also up quite a bit. Anything crazy going on down here? Just scrolling through some symbols here. Coinbase is up 4.2% pre-market. So, sheesh. It's up more than Bitcoin, which is crazy to me. But I feel like that is the beta play here on Bitcoin these days. It's weird, but it's cool. Cool with me. I like me some Coinbase. Symbol S1, S2. Perfect. So how's this look? Looks like everything's lined up correctly, which is nice. And then down here, we just go back one and say else save output dot append positions. A position. That's nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. Okay, what else do we need to do here? We need to save remaining items and say print f length of the save output thing ting ting items remaining saving file, and then we'll say with open bots agent dot json w f json dot dump save output f. Perfect. All right, how's that look? That looks pretty good to me. This, I'm gonna say this is almost done. Almost done. Just need to make the adaptation to HL. Okay, so we got all the code in here, and then we got all the code in here. Now this, I believe, needs to be over. Okay. What else we got here? Markets. What are markets? We'll get to this later. Continue, break. All right, I think we're looking pretty good. Make sure to use that link in order to get on Hyperliquid, because this our bot is going to be trading 24/7. It doesn't matter which way the market goes. Let's see if there's anything else we need to do here. Manage trade exits. That's from Funk exit pairs, and we have that now. I'm gonna delete this. We don't need that anymore. That was just a little debugging. And I think this is gonna take a couple more hours, honestly, to finish. But that's okay, because I got time. I got all the time in the world. And we will get this done. So I think from here, essentially what I want to do is keep working on this. And what do we need to do from here? So our to-do list, let's work on that. We've already done this, to find co-integrated pairs. That's awesome. The manage exits we need to manage place trades, open positions, and manage exits. So open positions comes from Funk entry pairs and Funk exit pairs. So let's go to the to-do. So essentially, we have written all the code files and now just need to update with Hyperliquid code and our nice funks and work on formatting a bit. Also can start implementing new ways to exit the bot, because I think that would be interesting. Yeah, this is super sick. I'm so excited for this. So if you want to learn everything from me, go ahead and jump into the boot camp. I show you absolutely everything. You get all my code, and this will eventually be in there when it's finished. So it's, take a little bit more time for me, but these videos here on YouTube are all free. You get to see everything I'm building. But then if you want like a fast track to get caught up with me, I show you everything here in this boot camp. You can just go ahead and join. It's good for beginners, even if you've never coded before. If you've never coded, don't worry about it. I didn't know how to code before either. If you have coding experience, this is a fast track. So you can see all of these people had success with the bootcamp so far, and you can go ahead and chat with them in the Discord. But I think that's about a good place to stop for today. What's this error coming up here? Oh, it's these errors here. Okay, yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, just win the day today. Have a great day.